Hey everybody, Hannah here. I'm going to show everybody some art activities that you can do at home with yourself or family members. While we're at home trying to engage in social distancing, I know it can get a little challenging with new and fun things to do, not getting bored, and just something to help us relax. I find that art is a great way to do that, along with music and dance, movement, anything that brings you joy. So let's get started. I have a shower curtain just to lay down. It's an old one. Great way to reuse this. So I'm going to put it down for keeping things from getting messy. And then we're going to grab some paint. You can use any sort of paint that you like. I have just some craft paint. This is not washable, so if you have kids or issues with getting things a little bit messy, you might want to choose something else. And I'm just going to squirt a few little drops here and there. Keeping cool colors together and warm colors together. So cool colors are blues, greens, purples, darker colors. Warm colors are reds, oranges and yellows, whites, things like that. Looks like this paint is about out. And just a few to start. You might want to go ahead and grab some cars, if you have any, or anything else that might work for making patterns on paper. And then a box as well. So an old shoe box or just some sort of box that can hold a paper and contain cars or some sort of moving material. So we're going to put the box there and piece of paper. Put it in there. Hopefully you all can see in this way. And then, yeah, so I have a few cars. I'm going to rub the wheels of this car through the paint. Doesn't really matter if it's clean or not. And just kind of let it move around. See how it makes a pattern. And we'll throw another one in here. You can take this one out or leave it in. And just kind of letting it go in its own path is cool. See what patterns it makes, or you can move it on your own. And then we'll introduce, so these are a couple cool colors, blues together, and we'll introduce some warm colors to that. So I'm going to stick this guy in the red, get them all painted up there. And see what this guy does to add to it. It's okay if he goes side to side, it's okay if he goes forward. If you add a little bit more pressure, it can make some different designs. So that's what we have so far. We'll add just a little bit more yellow on here. Kind of mix it around, see if that makes a difference. And there's a final product. Some cool patterns. You can then draw on top of this more after it dries, or do something completely different. Another fun way to experiment is to grab a sponge. This is a round sponge, but you can use a flat sponge as well, and you can cut it into shapes, and that way you can do some different patterns and designs. And we're gonna try this sponge out with some of this paint as well. So I'm just gonna kind of move it into those two colors there and press it to make some designs. So after you get some paint on it, you can kind of roll it around, see what designs it makes. Or you can do it with your hands. That allows a little bit more control during a time when we may feel like we don't have much control and are seeking that. And you can just stick with these colors. I might find that I don't want the red in there after all, so I'm going to come back and get some more blue. I can do some spinning and swirling here and there. See if that makes a change in the pattern. And then even with that, you can add some designs with your car or whatever object you had chosen to use. So I'm gonna let him ride on top of there. And again, a pretty cool portrait. The light reflection may not be showing it quite as accurately. So those are just a couple of ideas to make some art from home right now while you are maybe stuck inside, don't have a ton of materials, but just use what's available, try it out, experiment, have fun. There's no right or wrong.